Hello guys, this is Ben again, and this video is more specifically geared towards my gaming group. So it is about D&D, and it's not going to be anything spiritual or informative really, unless you're into D&D or unless you're part of that group. Now to get to the point, is there are several frustrations I do have. Is for one thing, when creating a character sheets, you guys are, and this is not one of you, this is literally all of you, and it's frustrating me because I am DMing, I am running this campaign. That's great. That's wonderful. Yes, I understand you guys may need help. You're new players. Come to me, please do. Please do. But when you don't read, like for example, you don't read all the racial descriptions. You don't read all the class descriptions. You don't read anything that pertains to that character. You just assume. And then there's some of you that are, and this is really frustrating because not only is this is extremely frustrating. You come to me and you're telling me to make your character. Um, I mean, I understand the reasoning. Here's the reasoning that I've gotten is Ben, you know what you're doing. You can make this in a couple minutes. Yes, yes, I can. I can make it in under 30 minutes. Still incredibly frustrating because that's not my job. You're the player. I'm running the campaign. You know how many character sheets I have to make just for my campaign alone? I bust out time during my day to create these things, to do these things. I literally have spent all my time that I normally be writing books, researching, doing anything else, studying and rereading D&D books. I have literally spent several days doing it. I have wrote out campaigns. Matter of fact, if you guys are interested, because we're changing campaign, and here's how I'm breaking the news. We're changing campaign because we got a bunch of players. Um, but yes, no, you can read your books. You can read these books and make your characters without me even being there. You can do this before I even show up because I give you the preset stats. I give you actually really decent stats. I give you the stats of 18, 16, 14, 12, and 2 10s. And I give you those stats as a means for you to create a character. To create a character without me being there. And you can take the hit die, of course your first hit die, and I've explained this, and I'm going to explain again, that way you guys have video access, you can look at this at home. That's the general hope anyway. Um, but your hit die, your first level you get your full hit die, plus your constitution modifier. Not your full constitution, your constitution modifier. Okay. Then your next level is half your hit die, plus your constitution modifier, add to your current hit points. Okay? Now that's really simple. You've got all the stuff you need to create your character at home without me being there. I don't need to see you roll dice. I don't need to do any of that. I don't need to babysit you in any way like that. You have the means to create your character at home. Please do it. You also have access, and I'm going to link this at the bottom. There's access to so many online books of literally just taking the D&D books. This is 4.0. I'm not going to show that piece of crap. Um, of literally Player's Handbook online. You can scroll through, you can see, and you've got the literal exact copy of what I have right here. You can get online. You can download it as a PDF format, or you can simply view it on the page. There are pages to do it, and I'll send you links at the bottom here. Um, then there's some of you that have been playing for a while, and just flat out telling me that you don't want to do this, that you're lazy, and then, or, oh, you could show me again. No, you need to learn how to do it. Everyone here needs to learn how to do it. And if you've got questions, if you haven't made a character before, please ask me, and I'll show you what sections you need to read. I'll show you exactly how you're supposed to do it. Um, and then from there, if you have any further questions for making your next character or leveling up or anything like that, please ask me. Don't have me just do it for you. Because if I'm doing it for you, I'm taking time away from what we could be gaming from everyone else to deal with your situation, to put out fires. And since we got like 7 people playing now, Yeah, I can't do that. I can't be doing all that. Also, I see consistently that people are making mistakes. The consistent mistake is skill points. People are not adding in skill points. I don't understand why, but that's the way it is. And here's the thing too, is I also noticed that one of you, I'm not going to say who, um, changed the modifiers on their character when they were using. I knew that they were using the preset stats. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it very nicely. I'm gonna say it once, and I know who it was, but I'm not going to point fingers on here. If things are altered in favor of your character when they should not be altered, the character will get a negative somewhere, and it will be wrote in pen, and it will stay that way. And their modifier, or whatever it was, will go back to the way it was. Okay? Um, Also, these are just some of the things that I guess I need to address. And because I'm spending all of today reading up on books. I'm spending all of yesterday, a good part of yesterday, reading up on books and modifying character sheets because I did it wrong, and changing them and putting them back to second level because it's just easier to do it that way. Now, from now on, I need you guys to be looking at how do you actually do it, to actually read the book that you're given, because I know a lot of you guys aren't necessarily reading the full section. You're going, okay, here's what the things I need to know. And even with the things that you need to know, there is certain, you can skip the paragraph fluff, yes, but then there's also other sections that you need to look at and that you need to read when you're going through it. The racial trait stuff. I altered some of these character sheets, but several of you guys are missing racial trait benefits, things that are good for your character. You're missing some of them. They're very important. You should write them in the special uh, bar. You should be writing them in. You should write them here. You know, right, and then your feet should go below it. You know, um, I mean, I made a lot of pre-made characters, but then there's some of these things that you're changing up and altering, and it's a really big mess for me, and it's a really big headache because I'm literally spending an hour, 2 hours worth of time where I could be spending that reading and writing and doing some DM campaign construction. I haven't even started on the next campaign construction because we're going to have to change it up because beforehand the campaign was designed for a smaller group basis. Now I need to change it up. I'm going to make it less hack and slash and a lot more, because especially since I'm getting back in the flow, it's going to be a lot more fun and tricks, and I'm not going to be on your side as much. I'm not going to give you dummy rolls anymore because I'm getting tired of having to fix all this stuff. I'm getting tired of having to help characters out. Maybe that's my own fault. Maybe maybe I'm being too nice and being on your side. The DM is supposed to be omnipotent, is supposed to be the person that's, I guess, all seeing, all doing, and not on one side or the other. It's simply setting up the blocks and letting things go. And I'm not going to be like a total party kill or anything. I promise I'm not going to do that. I've never done that. But what I will do is things will get very interesting. I'm reading a very good book, actually, at the moment. And you got online resources. You can literally look all this stuff up. The book is, scroll up to the very top. I think it was Traps and Book of Challenges, Dungeon Rooms, Puzzles, and Traps. So yes, you guys are going to have a lot more fun with that. Also, you'll have the option uh, to change character. You could change class, race, whatever you want. You can even make a new character if you so choose. However, if you do that, what you will end up, you will not, no one else but me will be informed of what's going on. You can change your character. No one else is to know exactly what class you have. And I don't want to hear any whispers. Please don't. Please just trust me. You guys are going to have separate characters and all that, and this will be fun. Um, if you want, you can keep the same character. Do so. Please do so. You're all back to level 2. The special gear is removed. You're back to level 2, equal playing field, average gear, whatever. It's all good. Um, and from there, I need to seriously sit down and write a campaign. And I'll show you guys, if you're curious, the old DM notes of how I'm running my campaign, and how I set the storyline, the possible outcomes, so that way you're not railroaded into one outcome. You know, of course, there's the final boss battle, great, wonderful, which you guys getting so frustrated. I can't continue the same track. Things need to change. So it's new campaign, new things, basically new characters. Go. Let's have a good time now and make sure that you guys are taking care of your own stuff, because I can't do this anymore. I literally cannot. Otherwise, I won't be DMing for you guys anymore. I'll go run campaigns with some of my more experienced friends. Okay? Anyway, next video is on how to create your character sheet. This one I would like you guys to review very, very carefully, and I'll go through. I've already made a character sheet, and I'll go through and show you exactly what I wrote down for making a second level character, and I'll also show you exactly what it is entitled when you're leveling up, and I'll explain all that. It also is listed in the player's handbook. Please, please, please read it if you have access to the 3.0. Read that book. It's very similar to 3.5. There are some changes, which I will, of course, go over with you. If you are using 3.0, please inform me before the campaign starts, because there are some things in 3.5 which is far better than 3.0. For example, you have more access to more spells and such, and that's cool, you know, whatever else. Just make sure you're reading your stuff. Read all the things that are entitled with your character, with your classes. Oh, and here's another thing. You guys are missing, as for fighter-based classes, you're missing several combat tricks you're not using, which are in the player's handbook. I recommend that you read over it. I will give you access to the book where we're gaming. You can continuously read, and all that is in the combat section. Also, as a spellcaster, you have several spells and things that you're not reading the full description on. My recommendation is, and this literally should just get passed around the table. Literally read through all the spells and read through the final description of each of the spells. Like you'll have the wizard section. These are spells you can take. Go back, and there should be a full description down to how it looks generally. Of course, you can change that, or I could change that depending upon the situation. And of course, you'll have the final outcome, the final effects, like and things that you can do with it and all that. And there's actually paragraphs listed. And I mean, I know there's a lot of reading. It seems like a lot, but like really, if you guys would do that, it would help me out a great deal, and I could continue to DM for you guys. If you guys don't, I literally can't. I'm gonna go batshit insane if this keeps up, okay? So, anyway, peace, love, and happiness, all that. Bye.